Hey, Joe Flowers here, and I am at the Artisan booth with some new designs that I'm really pumped about. This year we've gotten some really great feedback with people to make an ultralight fixed blade called the Hyperlight. Name comes from more or less Russell and I just being really hyper, but it's a very lightweight fixed blade. It's thin, has point down the center line if you look very hard, but we've got huge fullers here to take some of the weight out. Inside it's really skeletonized, so it makes it even lighter weight. There's a naked version too without a handle on there, and the shapes on the inside of this are a little bit different. You can use them to open up a bottle or a small wrench, and that makes it very lightweight. I like this one without any paracord or anything on it just because I can wash off deer blood and other stuff. I use this guy down in the Amazon a ton, and what I'm really excited about with CJRB is their powder steel. AR-PM9, it kicked butt down in the jungle. I was using it on all sorts of things that you shouldn't do with knives. You know, used it for like 3 hours carving. It worked out really well, really cool to really branch out. I really wanted to try a powder steel, and you know, Russell over there approached me and said, hey, we got powder steel, why don't you try this? And I was like, how many yeses can I say? So this is the Hyperlight. It's new this year. It became really sexy. It's in a bunch of different handle colors and styles, and of course different finishes as well. We'll have it dark, we'll have it light. It's got the satin finish right now, and there's some other new things that we're going on with too. For Artisan Cutlery, we have the Recart. If you guys know who Horace Kephart is, he's the godfather of the Smoky Mountains. Just a really cool guy. And then Rex Applegate, who wrote the book on knife fighting. I kind of had this vision in my head of those guys just hanging out and, you know, talking about some of their adventures. And then, man, what if they, I don't know, like sketched out on a napkin what they were thinking of for collaborating? And so the Recart came out, and it's kind of a bushcraft tactical knife with a huge fuller in the middle to do kind of both of those things, but still be lightweight and compact enough to where it won't be catching up all over your equipment. And of course, with these awesome Kydex sheets that Artisan make, it can be strapped onto your vest or on your kayaking vest. And I used this steel, the powder steel, down in the jungle in a lot of wet environments and did not get hardly any rust. I mean, it acted very cool in the water. This guy's still being spec'd out, so we might see it in a nicer steel like 3V, or we might be using the AR-PM9, but it works out really well, and it just came out great. You can find out more about this at artisancutlery.com, and of course Facebook, all that other stuff. I'm Joe Flowers. I take people out to the jungle, and we use knives a lot for everything, and I was really excited to use this stuff out. So this is all new stuff for me, and I'm really fortunate to be able to do that, and you can find all about it on artisan.com. That's artisancutlery.com. I don't know what artisan.com is actually, so Artisan Cutlery. You guys know how to use Google. You'll be able to find it. And don't forget to mash that like button and that subscribe button. Just mash the snot out of it. And now I'm going to stab my hand too.